What's up, betters? Merry Christmas, y'all. Today, we're talking about this.
What they describe to me is a very sophisticated process by which we may be able to interact with the entities.
So you're saying you've been made aware that there is a government project, maybe it was 20 years ago, that was able to establish direct communication with a non-human intelligence, and that you believe this information to be true, and that this is a reality. This is what you understand to be true. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
We have established a stable communication channel.
Understood. We come in peace.
Please hit that like button, betters. That's the gift of Christmas you can give me. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. All right, so what's today's video about? Well, you kind of heard it in the intro there. Jacques Vallee just dropped a bombshell that no one's ever heard of. About 20 years ago or more, apparently we had a system to communicate with non-human entities. What? Let's jump in. But first, if you remember, about a couple weeks ago, Eric Burleson said this on the Weaponized podcast as well.
I've spoken to people who the intelligence community has a level of credible belief that they have the ability to talk to, like mentally talk to, some kind of entities. That was a conversation in my office that I'll never forget. I'm not saying that I believe everybody that I talk to, but what I do believe is the people that come forward and the people that I do talk to, they believe what they've experienced.
And first of all, if you can hear any outside noise, I do apologize. It's Christmas. People are out celebrating, so there may be some ambient noise coming through the windows here, but hopefully the noise cancellation takes care of that. Anyway, yeah, Eric Burleson said that on Weaponized not too long ago. But then he also states, I don't know if I believe them, but they believe what they believe. Totally get it. But now, let's jump into the clip you're all waiting for.
There are cases that I know where this happened in government facilities, but nobody's talking about that. So I suspect that that's true based on the people I've met, but they were not the people who were running the program. So I cannot be completely sure, but what they describe to me is a very sophisticated process by which we may be able to interact with the entities. Those are not the entities that are described at Trinity in my book with Paola Harris. They are not the entities that were caught in Brazil that are in that documentary. They may be the controllers. They may be the higher level entity. If what I'm told is true, the communication with them is very sophisticated and it's complex. So there may be a group that I would respect that has access to that. And this was from years ago, by the way. I mean, that report of that particular interaction was more than 20 years in a lab somewhere in controlled conditions. If that's true, then there is a process ongoing where we may be able to acquire information at a very sophisticated level, and that would be, that could be a reason for stalling, quote, disclosure until there can be a rational way that we're not confronted with something so overpowering that it would destroy our culture and our society. I mean, we have enough to deal with AI these days, which is, a foreign entity potentially.
All right. So I don't really know what to make of it, right? It's, let's just start with number one. Like Jacques is saying, what I was told, which seems to be, one of the key phrases in the UFO community. Well, what I was told was, right, I should get a merch that says that. Well, I was told, right? Again, it's one of those things that big if true, right? I mean, it's fun. It's to speculate about and to think about, right? So I don't know, right? And what does that system look like, and how are they communicating, and who gave them a right to? Should there be laws for that? Like, if you're going to communicate with another intelligent, like, should we worry about that, right? Because that could affect literally the entire planet. So should there be some sort of protocols in place that we all kind of get to decide on before people just jump in and start doing this stuff? I don't know. I mean, people can pray to God without talking to anybody, right? You don't need permission to do that. So maybe there isn't anything. I don't know. It just seems quite unusual. I don't know. And, what did they talk about, right? How many times did they do it? What happened? Are we still doing it, right? Has the system gotten better? Is this a 3-body problem sort of scenario where, again, I don't know. It's very interesting to think about for sure, because what does humanity's first contact look like? Not someone's personal contact. If they've had a personal experience, that's one thing, but humanity's first contact, right? Some sort of official communication, which it sounds like this is what this was. And if he said it's a program, right? That's even more interesting, because was the program designed for this initially, or was this just happened to be this, right? Set out for one goal, but we ended up with this, right? I don't know. But Jeremy's about to do a follow-up question, and it kind of seems like Jeremy already knew this, because he's kind of, the way he's phrasing it back to him, it's like he already knew about this, or maybe they discussed this stuff before they do the interview, which is totally possible. So take a look.
So you're saying you've been made aware that there is a government project, maybe it was 20 years ago, that was able to establish direct communication with a non-human intelligence, and that you believe this information to be true, and that this is a reality. This is what you understand to be true. Is that correct?
I cannot tell. Yes. It's factual. What I cannot tell is whether that the entity that was presented was a simulation of a real entity, or whether it was the real entity. Okay. The people I spoke to couldn't probe it to see if it was made of flesh or in metal or something else. Okay. But it was presented to them in a secure facility that I've never heard of anywhere else, where there was structured interaction with it on a continuing basis by specialists from different areas. The person I spoke to was an extreme, specialist in a particular discipline, and not a casual observer.
And so that could be kind of one of the reasons we have to be careful, or there's a slow rollout of disclosure, because you're saying we might already have communication with some
they have forms of communication or ways to engineer communication at a sophisticated level.
It's also very interesting to think about the entities, right? And like how many different types there are. I was saying they talk to the control, the higher ups. This is basically communication with the higher up entities, and maybe some of these other ones are on a different level, which to be fair, some sort of a hierarchy amongst aliens is not that unusual. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog drinking water right now. He is like making so much noise right now. He doesn't care that I'm recording a video. Okay, yeah, just FYI. Yeah, thanks, Mac. But you know, regardless, it's like, you know, that there be a hierarchy is quite normal, right? To be honest with you, but it also, how do we know they're the higher ups, right? Like, how do we know they're the control? That's what they told them. Like, again, there's things get said in the UFO community, but there's so many other, all it does is bring 1,000 more questions that never get answered. They just want to say this, you know, the sensational thing. I'm not saying that's what Jacques doing at all. I'm just saying that happens a lot, right? We're just this sensational thing that like, yeah, we're talking to aliens, man. But like, they don't expect any follow-up questions. Well, I don't know. I don't know this. I don't know that. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? We're talking to aliens. What, like, okay, now what? Do I just go shopping? I mean, what do I do with that? What system? What program? Right? Again, is this program still in existence? And how about that little snippet that Jacques threw out of like AI? That could be that could be an entity, right? Non-human entity.
I mean, we have enough to deal with AI these days, which is, you know, a foreign entity potentially.
I mean, we're creating AI, so I guess we're creating a non-human intelligence. Is that, again, that's been kind of a thing in rumor as well, that's being used for non-human intelligence. When they say non-human intelligence, they mean AI, right? Now, there is also a theory that like, if we create some sort of super intelligence, that's when aliens would start communicating with us. But clearly that isn't the case if we're already communicating with them. And over 20 years ago, as Jacques put it. So, you know what I mean? We were still on Nokia phones, you know, this is pre-flip phone, right? Or right around that time. So I don't know. It sounds great, but what does it mean? And what are the implications of that, right? It's like, oh yeah, let's talk to aliens. Okay, but what are we doing, right? Just like when I did my psionics, you know, documentary, it's like, what am I inviting in? What am I like, yeah, let's do it. Let's summon UFOs. Okay, but is this really a non-human? What if this is real? What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm prepared for here, right? It's like, it's scary, but also exciting. And I guess that just sums up this entire, you know, topic, to be honest with you. But look, put links down below. Go check out this fabulous interview with Jacques Vallee on Weaponized with George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell. They talk about a lot of other things, so I highly recommend checking it out. I'll put links down below. And Merry Christmas to everyone, to you and your families. Happy holidays. I really do appreciate all the support and all the love, and I send it right back to y'all. So thank y'all so much. And you know, as a special little surprise, I've got a nice little Christmas song to end the video with. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Happy holidays. Every day's a gift, y'all. For real. Peace.
Snow on the colder side. Plastic reindeer on the lawn. Dad untangling wire stars. TV blaring choir songs. Then the sky goes shopping green. Over grandma's minivan. Something circles slow and clean. Like it's looking for a place to land. It's a Christmas close encounter. Candy canes and saucers in the sky. Little silver halos over houses, blinking red and green, they drift on by. Oh, midnight mass and midnight visitors wrapped in northern light and static glow. Christmas lights over Area 51, I think they came to see the snow. Mom drops her mixing spoon. Frosting drips in frozen lines. Grandpa mutters, seen it once. Back in 50. visitors wrapped in northern light and static glue. Christmas lights over